light that glows by the front door. Don't forget the keys under the mat. When childhood stars shine, always stay humble and kind. Go to church 'cause your mama says to. Visit grandpa every chance that you can. It won't be wasted time. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. Know the difference between sleeping with someone and sleeping with someone you love. I love you ain't no pickup line, so always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When those dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. When it's hot, eat a root beer popsicle. Shut off the AC and roll the windows down. Let that summer sun shine. Always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget, turn back around. Help the next one in line. Always stay humble and kind. they say, can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Sing it to me. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Living life is fun, and we've just begun to get our share of this world's delight. High hopes we have for the future and our goals in sight. We know we don't get depressed. Here's what we call our golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong. Oh no, this is our family jewel. We are family. Sing it to me. I got all my sisters with me. Sing it to me. We are family. I can hear you, y'all. Get up, everybody, and sing. Ooh, we have faith in you and the things you do. Hey, hey, I got all my sisters with me. Oh, we are family. Get up, y'all. Get up, everybody, and sing. Hey, hey, we are family. I got my sisters with me. I got all my sisters.
Hey, everybody. It is 4 o'clock, and I like to start right on the nose and get going with our day. Welcome to our marvelous Monday coloring social. It is so nice to see you guys today. I am Jennifer Ogilvy, and I am so excited that we are starting our week off together. I am coming to you from Garland, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas. I've been here about a year ago. Last summer, we relocated from the Gulf Coast to be closer to our kids. I am one of a facilitator of Silk and Sonder. There's a whole team of us, and today she's my right hand woman, and that would be in the chat. I also want to talk a little bit about chatting because what we have discovered in our coloring socials is that when you're coloring, it's kind of hard to chat. So we are going to kind of lighten up the expectation of connecting via chat. I'm going to give us maybe a little extra time at the end so that we can say anything that maybe pops in our minds or that kind of thing at the end. And that way you guys can focus on listening to the music and coloring. But we're going to give that a try and see if it's just not a little easier to participate without feeling like you got to keep your eyes on the chat as well. That said, if you have any thoughts or if a question comes up or you need clarification on anything, please go ahead and put that in the chat, and Maya or myself will be glad to answer those questions. Or, if anybody just feels like, hey, I'm taking a break and here's what I'm using today, feel free to do that. Uh, I'd like to tell you a real quick little blip about how I got involved in Silk and Sonder. I retired from a long, long time of early childhood education. I was a kindergarten teacher for many, many years. And then for 23 years, I ran the early childhood program at my church. And I ended up retiring a little bit earlier. My husband had a layoff and we decided to go ahead and move. And I found when I retired, all of a sudden I had all day long to do all these wonderful things, and I wasn't getting anything done. I really, really missed the structure of a very busy school day in my life. So I needed some kind of tool so that I could kind of redefine what my days would look like. And that is where Silk and Sonder has come in handy for me. Additionally, because I have entered a pretty new chapter in my life, I have been able to glean wonderful things from putting pen to paper, being intentional with writing, with setting my intentions, reflecting on previous month, my shopping list. I even keep track of what my husband and I eat with the meal planner, and it has really helped me get back some of that structure that I was missing. So I'm kind of a doer. And so it was really frustrating to me that I wasn't getting all my to do lists done. And so you would think, as an early childhood person in my whole career, crayons and markers would be my thing, but really I mostly ordered them for classrooms, and I didn't use them very often until I started doing the coloring in our journals. And I have found that I love it. When you color, your brain goes into a meditative state. And so it's such a good activity for us. So, whether you regularly practice coloring or this is your very first time to join us, welcome. I am so glad you are here today. So, our already, our theme this month is compassion. And I love that the timing of us having that in our lives because we're getting ready to enter a really busy time of the year. Compassion is especially important to Silk and Sonder because it is one of Silk and Sonder's four pillars. The others are creativity, clarity, and connection. So, compassion, like I said, is such a good thing to be talking about right now. We know the load that we put on ourselves during the holidays. We are hopefully wrapping up the pandemic. Hopefully, uh, we're not going to have the same kind of lives that we've had. We're going to be able to get out more, and we're looking forward to that. We're wrapping up a year, and we are planning for some serious holidays coming our way. So, having compassion at the forefront of our lives is important for our self care. Our day today is going to look like this. We're going to take a quick couple of minutes to do a fast little compassion activity. Then we're going to color. And at the very end, we're going to have time to share. And then we will close things down. I'm going to try to finish up a little early so we can engage in the chat and maybe just hang out for just a few minutes more to some music and color some more. Um, so in her letter in our journals this month, Meha writes, self-compassion is an important form of compassion and arguably the most important. So as we head into this month, I urge you to ask yourself, how can you be more compassionate with yourself? Do you need to forgive yourself for something? And how might you go about that? And I don't know about you guys, but I have so much compassion for everybody else in my life, and I am so hard on myself. So I am really glad we're talking about this theme this month because we need to treat ourselves like we would treat our friends, and we tend to not do that sometimes. So I'd like to ask you really quickly, turn to a notes page. There's one just on the other side of your coloring page. And I want you to look at the colors in front of you and pick your top three colors, your favorite colors. And I am going to ask you on that blank notes page, with your most favorite color, draw a circle in the very middle of your page, the smallest circle. Use your favorite color to draw that circle. And then your second favorite color, draw a circle around the first one. And finally, your third favorite color, draw your outside circle. Now, I am a very graphically driven person. I love to see graphics, so that's why we're going to do this. And what we're actually doing today is creating a very simplified version of a relationship circle. Um, I would like you to write me in the middle, we for the next circle, and world for the outer ring. Now, there are relationship circles that you could put many, many, many circles, right? Because you've got the intimate relationships with maybe your partners, and then there's your family, immediate, and then there's secondary, and then there's your work crew and your friend crew. So this could be a very drawn out with lots of different circles and how we look at relationships. But for the sake of time, we're just going to look at this one. We have to develop that self-care, that deep compassion, that care and that love for ourselves. And then when we have it for ourselves, it goes out into the world. There are wonderful journal prompts and socials coming up this month that are going to allow us to dive deeper into the theme of compassion, specifically self compassion. So, as you lean into compassion this month, refer back to this very simple graphic to remind yourself that you are the center of your compassion journey. And that's why I asked you to use your favorite color for the middle, because you need to be your favorite person. Compassion starts with the individual and will move out into the other people in our lives. Self compassion means that you're finding comfort for yourself and you allow yourself to lean on others for support. So let's get going into our coloring page. If you want, stop for a second, take a couple of deep breaths. I get real excited when I do these and I kind of forget to stop and breathe. But it's so important for us to make sure that we're always keeping ourselves oxygenated. Um, Y'all, when I got my journal and I saw this little owl, the first thing that crossed my mind was this nursery rhyme that I remember learning from being a little bitty girl. And it goes so well with the whole Silk and Sonder thing about our self-care and loving ourselves well. It goes like this, and you may already know this. A wise old owl sat in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why aren't we all like that wise old bird? I don't know if any of you guys ever heard that little poem, but man, I was like, that's what we need to do. We're taking time today to quiet our world. We're going to soak up a little wisdom through that stillness. You're giving your brain a great break by going into a meditative state while you're coloring. So remember, while we're trucking along today, there is no right or wrong. The idea here is we are focusing on process, not product. It doesn't have to look a certain way. This is your page and you can make it your own. I have in-laws who went to Rice University in Houston, and I actually made my owl navy and gray in honor of them because that just made me think of them. So you can do whatever colors you want. You can do the negative spaces and leave the owl alone, or just do black and white and gray. It's up to you. So I'm going to start playing some music and then I'll pop back in a little bit with some little fun facts. You'll probably notice that our first couple of songs have been inspired by this little bird. I hope you guys enjoy the next few minutes.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, "This is my message to you." Singing, don't worry about a thing, Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain and we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Lean on me. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things that you need to borrow. For no one can feel those of your needs that you won't let show. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Lean on me. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on me, brother, if you need a hand. 'Cause we all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. 'Cause we all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Lean on me. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Somebody to lean on. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Somebody to lean on.
All righty. Continue to color or feel free to take a little break. Just notice how you're feeling. Is there a little bit of a calm that might not have been there earlier? Any shifts? You're welcome to share in the chat if you're noticing anything, but no pressure. I want to talk a little bit of science for a second. Um, the part of your brain that is responsible for that fight or flight reaction that gets stimulated by outside factors is called the amygdala. And the amygdala, when it does do that fight or flight, what it's actually doing is it is releasing these stress hormones into your body, and it wreaks havoc on stress and anxiety levels. So here's the neat part: is when you color, the focus and the attention that it takes that you're giving to this activity allows your brain to relax, and in turn, the amygdala relaxes. It rewards you. It allows that hormone and chemical level to kind of even out. So it results in you feeling less anxiety and less stress. It's a great way to take care of yourself. So you guys just keep on coloring, and I'll pop back in a few minutes.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, what friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you.
Alrighty, I'm going to switch gears just a little bit and look ahead to the rest of the month, particularly as we approach the holidays. So, how do you go about practicing self compassion during the most wonderful time of the year? I found a wonderful little article from Utah State University. Maya will put the link to the article up. But in the article, it suggests 4 ways of practicing self compassion during the holidays. The first way is comfort yourself. You know better than anyone what brings you comfort. So be very intentional that when the holidays start becoming overwhelming, do things for yourself, like going for a walk or taking a nap, eating foods you like. I tend to do that, um, or enjoying a favorite form of entertainment. And yes, even coloring. Another thing you can do is to try mindfulness. There are lots of ways to be mindful. Um, breathing techniques, yoga, guided meditation, and like I said earlier, coloring puts your brain in that meditative state. So that's another reason to grab onto some coloring, to take a break. The third way is to praise yourself. We're often the most negative toward ourselves, and we can bring ourselves down when something goes wrong. So even when things look negative, stop and look for the positive and encourage yourself and treat yourself like you would treat a friend, just like those who practice compassion would have for you. And then finally, just find comfort in others. Being self compassionate means that you understand that sometimes you need other people to help you and you actually let them. That's a hard one for me. I'm kind of a control freak. So hopefully, some of those things will help you. I'm going to get back to coloring and play some more music. You guys enjoy.
I love me. I love me. I don't know about you, but baby, I love me. Now everybody say, oh, I love me. I love me.
They gon' say all kinds of things. They'll make jokes about my name. They gon' try to clip my wings, but I'm gon' fly. They'll try to play me like a game. I bet they're too scared of the fame. But I can see it clear when I'm looking in the mirror saying, God made me just right.
I love me. I love me. I don't know about you, but baby, I love me. Now everybody say, oh, I love me. I love me. 'Cause I'm sexy and it ain't my fault. I ain't waiting on nobody's call. You don't want me, baby, that's your loss. I'll be fine. And you can tell by the way I talk. And you can tell by the way I walk. That
I can see it clear when I'm looking in the mirror saying, God made me just right.
oh, I love me. I love me. I don't know about you, but baby, I love me. Now everybody say, oh, I love me. I love me.
That's right. Say it.
I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. I love all y'all, but I love me the most.
I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. I love all y'all, but I love me the most. Go raise a glass, give yourself a toast. I love all y'all, but I love me the most. I don't mean to
but I love me.
I love me.
I love me.
I love me.
I don't know about you,
I don't know about you.
but baby, I love.
Baby, I love me.
Now everybody say,
Hey, hey,
I love me. I love.
everybody say,
I love me. Do you love you?
me too.
You got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed,
You just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me.
yeah, you've got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me.
If you got troubles,
I got 'em too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you.
if we stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you got a friend in me.
Yeah, you got a friend in me. Some of the folks might be a little bit smarter than I am,
Bigger and stronger too.
baby.
But none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy.
And as the years go by,
Our friendship will never die.
you're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me.
Yeah, you got a friend in me.
You can hold my hand when you need to let go. I can be a mountain when you're feeling valley low. I can be a street light showing you the way home. 'Cause you can hold my hand when you need to let go. I want a house with a crowded table and a place by the fire for everyone. Let us take
All right. If you have a second, turn on your camera and show your little owl. You guys, oh my gosh, look how different they all look. I love it. I also love seeing your smiles. That's better than just your names. They look wonderful. You guys did great. They look fabulous. Right. All right, Sonder fam, thank you so much for joining us today. I've got our QR codes up on the screen. If you are not already a member of the Sonder Club, just take your phone and scan that in and you can join. And then please post your owls on that page so that everybody can see. And participating in the Sonder fam will also, into the Sonder Club, will register you for uh, the giveaway that happens every month. And then there is the QR code. See that big old arrow right there? That is the QR code that will take you to our survey for this event. So we ask you to please fill out your survey. One of the things I love about Silk and Sonder is that they listen to feedback. And so it's a very important part of making this your company, your experience. I have loved hanging out with you today, Maya, and I enjoyed the watching you post your pictures up and listening to some music. I'll go ahead and play a couple more songs and we'll just say goodbye for now. If there's anything you want to share in the chat, now's your time. You guys have a rest of a wonderful, marvelous Monday and a fabulous week.
Hands, put your empty hands in mine. And scars, show me all the scars you hide. And hey, if your wings are broken, please take mine so yours can open too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you.